Today's four moves are hip twist, swimming, leg pull front and leg pull back. So we're going to do layers of our hip twist just because it feels nice. So we're going to take off your socks if you haven't done already today so you can really feel the feet on the floor. So bring yourselves onto your elbows and encourage them to move back a little bit. So take a couple of breaths so that you can open the chest and free up the movement through the elbows. You're going to bring your feet and knees together and you're going to press down with your palms and your forearms so that you can lengthen the lower back here. And all I want you to do to begin with is just take the knees one way, through the centre and then the other. So try and twist just from the hips, lengthen through the spine, just to get that sense of the ribs and the shoulders don't move, it's just the hips twisting. And then from here, we're going to go a little bit more with a little can-can move. So you go tip, 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 kick. Okay, so you're still keeping length in the back, so try not to sink down. So press into the floor. 1, 2, 3, kick. So stay in the arms and the elbows, lengthening that leg. We're going to do one more in the other direction. Kick out, pause. Now we're going to lift the feet off the floor. So remember, you can go down an option whenever you need to. So again, try not to sink here. Press into the floor with your elbows, readjust, press into the palms, and we'll do the same thing. So we're going to go twist, 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 kick, and then pause. Keep the knees together. 1, 2, 3, kick. So again, you can stay with this, or you can kick both legs. Okay, just as this is still prepping for actual hip twisting, lengthen. So remember, you'll stay with these options if the next phase is too much. Kick. So 3, 2, 1, lengthen, and then pause. Now keeping the knees up now, if you've managed that, you're going to twist and circle in one way, pause, go back the other way. So now we're actually circling. We're doing twist, but it's a circle actually. Keeping strong in the arms, keeping the knees and feet together, keeping the eyes forwards. We're going to do one more in the other direction. And again, you can stay with this level as this is enough, because then the full option is with legs straight. So you circle around, through, back to centre. Circle back the other way, round, through, back to centre. So we're trying to keep length in the spine, strong in the arms, keeping the legs together and keeping the lower back lengthened. You don't want to slouch into the floor. So let's do one more in each direction. Remember to take the option. So you might need to have your feet down at this point and just do that can-can move. Last one, and then pause. Take the feet away from you, lengthen them long, lie down on the mat, and then we're going to roll over onto our front to come into swimming. So again, I'll layer up with this one, more so that you get a real feel of what the body needs to try and do here. So the first thing to do is to lengthen out the legs, and they want to come into parallel, those thighs. So take a moment to think about where your kneecaps are facing. The kneecaps want to face down into the floor and the thighs are together and in parallel. And then you're going to lengthen the arms. The forehead can rest down initially if you want to. It might be nicer if it's just hovered. Then from here, we're going to start with the legs. So I'm stretching my thighs out of my hip sockets. And I'm taking one thigh up and then the other thigh down. Now there's lots going on here, even though it doesn't look like there is from you watching me. I'm thinking about the pelvis staying level, so we're not rocking. The upper body's very stationary, and your eyes would be down. And it's the thighs that lift, and the toes and the ankles are quite relaxed, because otherwise the effort will go in the back of your heel. Well, some of it will, so just be mindful of that. And then we'll pause, but still keep the legs active, so those thighs are stretching out of your hips and the thighs are slightly hovered. Now from here, again, the forehead can rest down, and then you're going to lengthen, lift, one arm, and then lower. Exhale, and then inhale, lengthen the other arm so that head lifts. So just have a sensation of what's going on here. You want to just lengthen the arm, don't worry about the lift, just think of lengthening it and let that head come up with you. And it's an inhale to do that. Again, everyone's range of movement will be different, so don't force it. And we're trying to keep the ribs still, so you don't want to twist over like this. Stay really level through your ribs. Exhaling and inhaling. So the legs are still active, I've still got my knees facing down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we can add in the opposite leg to arm. Inhale, exhale. Remember, everybody's range of movement will be different. Can you keep your pelvis still? Can you lengthen the arm and lift it? It will happen anyway. Back of the head stays lifted, so you're looking down but maybe slightly ahead, and it's the opposite thigh that lifts off that floor with length. So we inhale, exhale. Next layer is it's sped up. So you're inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhale. 2 more rounds. And relax. Take the hands under the shoulders, push back, just to have a little rest and lengthen in the lower back, bringing the knees together and stretch those arms forwards, or they can absolutely bend to let that head soften down. Take 2 deep breaths here, really settling in. And then we're going to come into leg pull front. So we're going to start in a kneeling position. The knees and feet are together and the hands are just a smidge wider than the shoulders. Fingers pointing forwards. We're going to tuck the toes under so we're active in the feet. And your elbows are just slightly coming in so they're not gaping out to the sides. So you've got a strong position already. So the back of the head is lifted, but the eyes are down. Now from here, you're going to hover your knees. This is the first phase, so master this, holding this and breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. From here, if you need more, just pop the knees down, always reset in between. So you want to try and keep moving, doing different challenges for this position. So hover the knees, then you're going to lengthen the right leg and then the left leg. So again, we're going to pause and breathe, lengthening through the spine, pushing the floor away, elbows just slightly in, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Just watch the head hasn't dropped, keep lengthening the back of that neck, and then we're going to bend one knee in and then the other knee in. Take a pause. Remember your layers. I'm going to keep layering up now. So again, we start with a knee hover. We'll lengthen out the left leg, then the right leg, and we'll pause and take a breath. Next phase, just brush the left toes away and then fold them in. Nothing should change shape. Brush the right toes away and then fold them in. Let's do that with breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more on each side. Remember, you can come back to the knees, you can pause, you can let the knees come down. 1 more each side. Right knee in, left knee in, pause. Last level, let me just take my knees back a bit because I've shortened the spine there. Obviously release the wrists as and when you need to. Remember, we still layer up, so no matter what level you're working towards, always come back to your start position. Hover the knees, right leg back, left leg back. We're going to brush the toes and kick. Brush the toes and kick. Nothing changes shape. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So brush the toes and kick. It comes from the hips, remember. One more each side. Knee in, other knee in, and release. Take a sit back, let those elbows just relax. Take 2 breaths here, everybody. Inhaling for the nose, exhaling for the mouth. Make any adjustments you need to with the arms so that you're comfortable. And then that's going to bring us into leg pull back. So it's the reverse of what we've just done. Okay, so you're going to come onto your backs or sitting on your bottoms. I'm going to take the hands behind us, maybe slightly off the mat. It will depend on your restrictions in your shoulders. So don't have to force them in, they can be wider. And again, you're going to lengthen that spine, so we're not sinking. Go really tall in the spine. Feel your sit bones, so you're sat on them. And then we're going to bend the legs for our first sort of set up and prep. So from here, breathing in for the nose and out for the mouth. From here, you're going to lift your hips and lower. Let's inhale and exhale. So think about this as the hips lifting and opening. Feet and knees are together, and we're definitely pressing in to our toes. The inner line of the body, so from the knees right up into the centre, you're connected. So remember, you can stay with this, or you can come to that next phase with me. So keeping the legs and the feet together. Same thing, we're going to lift the hips. We've just got our legs straight now. So the neck is long and you're pressing into the floor. You're going to inhale and exhale. Can we make it smoother? Let's go for 3 more. Keep those legs together. Last one. Now the last phase. Just bring the hands together. Circle those wrists a few times in each direction. Remember your options. You can have the legs bent, the legs straight, or we're going to add in a kick with those legs straight. So, inhale to lift. Last one. Let's do one more. Strong leg, pressing into that floor. Let the hips lower. Let the legs bend and just give yourself a big hug. Release, hug the other way. Now hold on to the front of your shins. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to round. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And lengthen to inhale. Well done, everybody. That was your next 4 out of the 34 moves. Any questions, please contact me. Thank you. Bye.